Hey everybody, so today we're going to be having some fun with the new ColourPop and Eevee collection. So I already did the unboxing for it, but now I'm going to get to play a little bit more with some of the shadows and some of the other products in the line. Already have my base on, and we're just going to have some fun, play with some makeup today. So first product I've been kind of itching to try is the Flareon shadow stick. So I already have a regular primer down, just because eyeshadow does not like me otherwise. But we're going to start with applying this, and we'll blend it out and see how this likes to apply. I'm just going to get my favorite brush for blending out shadow sticks. Then I'm not laying this down as the only color for my eyes, more so treating it as a colorful base. But I am going to try layering it back over main lid, just kind of see how that can build up a little bit. Now the formula itself does also feel really thin. Definitely don't think I would wear this by itself, but as part of a look, I do think that we can make that work. So now I'm going to do this off camera, but I'm going to attempt to use this one on the waterline. We're going to see how that works. I don't have high hopes, but we're going to at least try. And I actually think that worked out pretty Flareon shadow stick. Works really well on waterline at least. So now what I'm actually going to do is I'm actually going to go into Copycat here and put that in the crease. So there's that so far. Next, going to take this flat brush. I'm just going to go into Thunder Fang. I'm going to put that right on the inner portion of the lid. I did end up going in with my finger just to get a little bit of a smoother blend. And this is kind of a wild card that I'm going in with. But we're going to go in with Thunder Fang and see how that goes. I basically want to try to really put this palette through a bit of the ringer here. I'm just going to go back in with Thunder Fang. We got so far. I'm going to go back in with Copycat. And we're kind of going to go between Copycat and Dark Pulse to kind of blend up and add a little extra shape. But we don't get to do too dark. Let's try on the other side. So I think I'm going to call that good on that. But so far, I do really like this look actually. So I'm going to lean into the blue portion. We're going to bring the blue back up to the top. We're going to test out the Glaceon eyeliner. I kind of want to see how pigmented we can get this. So I think going in with it, contrasting to the black will be a good test for that. But yeah, right off the bat, that is holding up really well. I'm going to go in with a black, mostly right along my lash line. Let's go in. Do that on the other side. Yeah, no, I think this works really well. The other thing for a lot of people is can actually fill in for a white liner. So if you've been looking for something to use like that, a lot of them haven't been pigmented enough. Considering this covered over black, I'd say this was a pretty good bet. I'm going to toss on some mascara. So that is mostly eye look. We're going to do inner corner now. And I'm actually going to lay down Jolteon as the base. I'm going to have my here in camera, but let's see if I can get this on camera too. So that's what that looks like with just that in the inner corner. I do think once you try going over it with Fairy Wind, especially since it has that pink duochrome to it, I kind of want to bring that out. So I'm going to take my tiny brush and we're going to see what Fairy Wind does. Definitely brighten that up a lot. Come back in with a little bit more Thunder Fang, a little bit more of a smoother blend. I'm gonna call that the finished look. Definitely think I love this palette. It was pretty easy to get this dramatic of a look, and I already know you can get super easy everyday looks from it too, but I just really wanted to, one, I had the chance to play today, so I wanted to play a little extra. Two, wanted to just really test the limits of some of the harder shadows to work with and kind of see how they would do. Now I'm going to kind of play with, first try and see how the Umbreon shade looks. This is how Umbreon ends up looking. So it's nothing too crazy. I personally really like how it looks though. I'm definitely going to say collection is 100% worth it. I will say of the shadow sticks, the best one quality wise is definitely the Vaporeon. I personally still really like the Flareon, but it's a lot harder to work with. The Jolteon also looks really pretty, but I would mostly use that for an inner corner shade. I kind of want to play a little bit more with the Flareon. Actually, you know what? We're gonna go rogue. Okay, so I'm definitely gonna say the Shadow Sticks shine on inner corner and lower lash line, versus using them for a all over one lid look. Yeah, definitely a lower lash line, waterline more so shades. That's more how I would treat these versus like a all over the lid shadow stick. I wouldn't lean on them for that. Yeah, no, overall, 5 stars for this collection. Granted, I also just really love Eevee, so this finished look with hair down and everything.